Heads up, you're about to watch a 5-minute rant about typography. So if you're using this video to avoid writing your essay or filing your taxes, from one malignant procrastinator to another, you may just want to buckle down and do it. That being said, every Latin alphabet font in the history of mankind can be divided into two groups. There are those which put a bar above and below the capital letter I. And there are those that are wrong. Every man has a hill they're willing to die on, and this is mine. If your typeface uses this thing as its I, you are a traitor to the alphabet and deserve to rot in the darkest pits of the lowercase for all eternity. I almost think it rises to the level of state intervention. If someone is selling something that they're marketing as a full and complete typeface, the Typographic Crimes Division of the FTC should be able to look at their third of the way finished capital I and go, no, buddy, you better come with us. We need to take a good, hard look at ourselves. This is the depths we've sunk to as a species, where swine like this can take a chainsaw to Donald Trump's favorite letter, and not only is this considered acceptable, but fashionable. Why am I getting so bent out of shape about this? Oh, let me count the ways. First, this isn't some decorative element that you're not including for stylistic purposes. These things aren't serifs, they're an integral chunk of the letter itself. Don't believe me? Okay. Tell me, what's the difference between a barless capital I and a lowercase l? Go ahead, I'll wait. You know what I look for in a font? When the text I'm consuming grinds to a crawl for a quarter of a second. In fact, I refuse to use any typeface that doesn't make me second-guess my own literacy. I adore rereading a security code to figure out if it's case-sensitive or not. And I suppose you could counter all that by saying, well, it's usually pretty easy to differentiate between the two in context. This is really only an issue for words where the two characters appear beside each other. And since one of them is uppercase, it's really only going to happen in the rare instances of the first word of a sentence or else proper nouns. Okay, let's say for a moment that argument isn't stupid. Even then, if a system breaks down a mere 2% of the time, that's still a breakdown. And you gotta give me evidence that this new system accomplishes something, no matter how slight, to compensate for its breakiness. What can the barless I do that the regular one can't? Well, I suppose it's an amazingly efficient method of telling dyslexics that you hate them. But haven't those people suffered enough? And then there's the point of why this hasn't happened to any other letters. Imagine if you were designing a font and you did the same thing with an uppercase H. You just say, oh, it looks like a hyphen now. Eat it, nerds. Nobody would use that thing. And you'd go bankrupt and have to live in a ditch where you belong. But you take that same principle and flip it 90 degrees and you're an artiste. No, you're a hack. But that's not your fault. You're just giving the people, the stupid, ignorant, barnyard public, what they want. And why do they want it? Because they don't believe in themselves anymore. I is the letter of the self. The powers that be, big tech, big ag, big font, they want it as small as possible so it's no threat to them. The barless I communicates to you that you are a mousy, weaselly little creature with no heft, no weight. You're literally one-dimensional, easy to push around. Now get in the corner and make some room for the more important letters, bitch. No more appendages. We've clipped them off. You're an armless, legless man in a desert. We may as well just shoot you. The barless I is the prequel to that terrible Ayn Rand novel where nobody in the collectivist dystopia knows the word I. In conclusion, if you take anything out of my incoherent ramblings, let it be this. Have faith in yourself. Be proud of your I. Write your essay, and file your taxes.